Hey man, congrats on graduating.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was your major?
Environmental science.
And how big was that to get that kind of done before the season started?
I mean, it was a big honor. Just walking across that stage, having my family there to support me, and just all the hard work that went in to get my degree. It's all a part of the process. I'm blessed to have the degree and just thankful for it.
Does that help, going into football now? I mean, you're obviously going to still be enrolled in classes, but does that help, you maybe take the next step on the field too?
Yes, sir. Because, I'll probably have a few online classes and, won't be in class that much, so I'll be up here watching film and taking care of my body.
How much confidence did you get from last year at the end during the playoffs and where you had to step up and make plays and you did?
I gained a lot of confidence from it, just playing with the guys that I play with, Minka, Ronnie, Levi, Anthony Averett, just being in the game with those guys and getting a feel for what was going on at that time. It was a great learning experience, and I learned from it and gained a lot of knowledge and skills from it.
Given, you've only had a certain amount of experiences starting and that kind of stuff, what is it like to be the most experienced guy in that secondary right now where, even what little you've had?
You just know with the little depth, just being in those games, it just taught you how things go. So I can relate to the guys around me and communicate with them and tell them how it's going to be. So we'll have a good feel for it going into the first game.
How different is it in this, in August as opposed to it was in spring football?
It's a little bit different because the coaches have picked up the intensity. We're 20 days away from our first game, so there's a lot of stuff going to be coming at us fast, and we just gotta mentally just slow it down, listen to the play, break the play down, break the formations down, and I think we've been doing a pretty good job of that.
We've seen you next to Xavier. What's that bond like between you two? And then what do you think you guys offer as a pair back at safety? With Xavier McKinney, we've seen you with him in practice. What do you guys think? What do you think you offer as a pair? And then what's your bond like with him?
Xavier, he's a good player. He's the guy that can make the calls across the board, get it communicated to each of the corners, and our bond is very tight. We're close, and he's doing a pretty good job.
What's Shaheem Carter like?
Shaheem's a smart football player. He knows formations in and out. He knows by receiver alignment what they're going to do, and he's a veteran in the secondary too. He's been here for a long time, and he knows what's going on, and I'm proud of him.
Is he the most versatile defensive back on this team?
He can play just about any position in the secondary, so he's very versatile.
Some of the guys were telling us that they used to get nervous around Coach Saban when they were younger. Was that ever the case with you when you got here?
I still get nervous around Coach Saban. It's just his presence when he walks in the room. He's about his business. So, first time it's gonna be uncomfortable, but once you get used to him, you get comfortable.
Is it tougher considering how much he works with defensive backs? Do you always feel like he's kind of looking over your shoulder a little bit?
Yeah.
Considering how much he works with the defensive backs, do you always feel like he's right there watching?
Oh yeah, he's watching it all the time. Even if he's not around, he's watching. Eye in the sky's watching. He's gonna watch it on film. And he knows. He'll tell you exactly what you done in the meeting, even before the play pops up.
Can you think of any time when you were nervous and made a mistake because you were overthinking it, or you were worried about what you might do or something?
I'll probably go back to like my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
That was always the case. And even before the meeting started, he'd tell me what I done wrong, and I'd just be like, yeah, he's watching at all times. So, be aware.
What does that make it difficult sometimes when you have a presence like that? Whether or not whatever he's doing, does that make it difficult sometimes to approach him or any of the other coaches when you have problems or things you want to talk about?
No, sir. Not difficult at all, because it's a football side, and then there's a side that people rarely see. Coach Saban's a great coach, a great father figure, just a great male figure, and anything besides football, I feel like I can go to him and talk about it.
What's it like these receivers, the young receivers you guys have? What's it like facing them in practice? What do they bring?
Our receivers as a whole, they bring a lot to the table. They're speed guys. They run good routes, get in and out of breaks, and guarding them at practice is very challenging. And they bring the best out of us, and we bring the best out of them. So,
What have you seen from the younger guys, the younger freshmen you come in? That's Joe, Patrick, Jalen?
These guys they can all play. You know, they're very athletic. They're long and rangy kind of guys. So they've done a good job this fall camp, and looking forward to seeing the future unfold.
Who is the guy that's back there with you that maybe we haven't thought, that you think we haven't thought of, that you think's really doing a good job?
It's at safety,
Secondary.
secondary in general. It's a lot of guys. All of them are making good strides in camp so far, and all the guys in the secondary are doing a pretty good job.
How's Trayvon Diggs doing this year?
He's doing pretty good. He's doing really good. Trayvon's a guy, you know, he's played in the secondary, got reps in games, and, you know, is a guy we're going to be counting on at corner this year.
Who's the hardest? Who's the hardest hitter in the secondary? Who hits the hardest?
If you can't answer yourself, I'm not even looking at you straight.
Got a lot of guys that can hit hard. Yeah. Me.
All right, there you go.
Anything else? Thanks, Deionte.